You go out and you train all week to play on a Saturday or a midweek game, but when you go out and you take the lead early, it makes the game so much easier, and everybody looks for the ball, everybody wants the ball, and everybody wants to get involved. And it's been outstanding, as it was last season as well for long periods.
Guido Obi Martin gets us underway in the under-18s Premier League North. Manchester United against Everton, live from Carrington. Crossfield ball immediately out of play. Keep an eye on Obi Martin, by the way. The summer edition for Manchester United. Took a little while to get that deal over the line, but made his full debut, scored a 14-minute hat-trick. So he certainly wants to keep a little eye. Came off the bench, didn't he, against Leeds, and within 30 seconds of being on the field had given the assist to Amir Ibrahimov for Amir Ibrahimov's hat-trick. Everton, though, are on the march here with Clark into the penalty area. He's going to get his shot away, hits the side netting. It's a good starting position from the goalkeeper, Will Murdoch. Clark probably should have pulled that back, but didn't in the end. Rattles the side netting.
Yeah, I think he's trying to cross that, but he thinks he can maybe score at the near post, but Murdoch's got that well covered.
Well, you're in that position, I suppose you've earned the right to have a go. Captain Reece Munro down the right-hand side is caught up by Justin Clark. Ball goes out of play. Again, we've got another situation here for Manchester United's under-18s where essentially there are four fullbacks on the pitch. Godwill Kokonki and Reece Munro have both played at centre-half this season, so having four centre-halves on the field, quite incredible.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing, actually. They're used to defending, but certainly they're getting used to playing in the wider positions when, hopefully, if they progress up the squads in the 21s and into the first team, you're going to have time on the ball and you get used to it.
The other benefit, of course, is having a bit of size and strength out there is really helpful. That's really good from Bendito Mantato. Got this away to Ibrahimov too. Ibrahimov just dances away from Alayiwola, gets the cross in. A chance for Scanlon at the back post, just wriggles free. It's going to be cleared away by Akarakiri. Throw in taken quickly. United don't do anything slowly, really. They want to press high up the field. They want to move the ball quickly. Cause teams problems by doing so. Munro. Mantato. Smashed out of play by Lewis Poland. Cross from Albert Mills to Danny Armour. This is to the feet of Jim Thwaites. Thwaites, who has had a really good start to the season, actually. Him and Tyler Fletcher in the engine room, they're just full of energy, but also, I mean, the free kick that he scored just a couple of weeks ago, Arthur, was sensational.
It was, yeah, up and down over the wall very quickly, but certainly good combination, as you say, with Ibrahimov, Thwaites, Fletcher all sort of controlling that midfield area as they did against Leeds last week.
Mills. Fletcher. That's good work again from Manchester United, and Ibrahimov has found a lovely pass out to James Scanlon. Scanlon to Kokonki, who looks to get the cross in. It's blocked behind for a corner, but excellent again from Manchester United.
Yeah, good play on that left-hand side. Scanlon alongside Kokonki there, linking well.
Clipped into the box, headed away. Munro. Ibrahimov. Comes back to Albert Mills. Fletcher. Scanlon. What incredible scoring form James Scanlon has been in this season. 9 goals and 4 assists in the 7 under-18s games that he's played, and that's not including the goals that he scored in the under-19s UEFA Youth League.
Yeah, he does very well linking up there at the back post.
Mantato manages to get the cross away. Obi Martin with the effort. Can it be turned home? Chance here. Oh, it's just wide from Thwaites. Eventually over the top. Goodness me. Well, how close can you come without actually scoring?
Yeah, Mantato going out of sight there, off the pitch, and when that cross comes back in again, Obi Martin there, off the line. Mantato's come back onto the pitch out of sight, and that's what the Everton players are complaining about.
I think the offside is actually given. Yeah, the referee is asking for it to be taken from the almost the dead ball line, because that is where the offside infringement took place. Referee sends the goalkeeper back. Goalkeeper bowls it out up to the edge of the 6-yard box again. Mind games early doors. That's a strong header from Danny Armour. Through ball. Calmly done. Back to Will Murdoch, who's back into the side. Cameron Byrne-Hughes with a couple of games for the under-18s, and Murdoch now back into the team. This is James Scanlon. What a break this is from Manchester United. And that is an excellent finish. What a counter-attacking goal from Manchester United. And Obi Martin on the end of it with a brilliant one-time finish. That's as good as you get on the counter-attack from this under-18 side. They lead 1-0.
Yeah, James Scanlon's just looking to see where Obi Martin is. Rolls it in his path, perfectly weighted. Has another look where the defender is. Obi Martin just hits that in very quickly with his left foot. Good finish, very close to the keeper. Might have almost went through his legs in the end, I think, possibly, but certainly a fantastic finish.
How many touches is that? Goalkeeper to Scanlon, Scanlon to Obi Martin. It might be 3 or 4 touches from one end of the field to the other.
And that's all you need, really. If somebody's putting you perfect passes in, feed this lad the ball in the correct areas, and he knows where the goals are.
Smiles all round, and normal service resumed from this under-18 side. Less than 10 minutes on the clock, they lead by a goal to 0. I don't know how you defend it. 1 and 2 touch football. They've turned the ball over high up the field again. Obi Martin going to try and return the favour here for Scanlon's going to get to the byline, takes his shot, and it's cleared away. Scanlon's dragged back there, very nearly finding a red shirt. Now has found Obi Martin, pops back out to Scanlon, who gets the cross into the box too close to the goalkeeper.
A good save by the keeper initially. Everton finding it hard to get out. United just penning them back in, keep them defending.
Everton with a foray forward. Loney dispossessed by Mantato. He finds Reece Monroe. Monroe's going to keep running here. Van Scoor does well enough to get that back to the goalkeeper, Lukiancic. Douglas with 2 S's, by the way, Lukiancic. That's his first name.
You pronounced that well, better than me anyway.
Well, I've just had a stab at it, Arthur. Confidence was key here. Everton on the counter-attack, slid into the box. That's well claimed by a diving Will Murdoch. Just cuts that out.
Yeah, great for the defenders to see that happening. Ball into the box, and the keeper comes out and holds onto it and uses it very quickly again.
Confidence, confidence, confidence from this under-18 side. Obi Martin giving Manchester United an early lead, but it's a team goal. Finish is a really good one from the under-18's new signing. Van Scoor. Albert Mills to Tyler Fletcher. Jack Fletcher been involved on first team bench in the last few weeks with the injury problems that the first team have had. It's Tyler's twin brother. Also playing very well, Jack, for the under-21s given the opportunity. That's well intercepted by Braden Graham. Graham's going to get a cross into the box too. Header here from Kieran Loney, but just can't quite get high enough, can he, to get over the top of the ball. It's over the top.
Yeah, he's just acknowledging to his teammate for the cross coming in. Picked him out. Thought he might have done a little bit better there, but he's just lifted that over the crossbar, thankfully.
Confident football from United to play out from the back. Thwaite finds space left-hand side for Kokonki. Moves it on to Scanlon. Scanlon goes down under the challenge and will win the free kick. It's just clever from James Scanlon, using his body to create some doubt in the mind of the defender.
Yeah, defenders in two minds, because Scanlon can come inside on his stronger right foot and cause problems, or he can go wider on the left as well. So when you can go both ways, it's very hard for your opponents.
And he is so positive at driving towards the box like this. Brilliant skill too from James Scanlon. Little step over in the penalty area. He's just trying to find a bit of space to get the pass away. And as he does so, gets crowded out of it. But lovely bit of trickery to get himself into the penalty area. Obi Martin stands in, makes the challenge. Ibrahimov upended as he tries to make the challenge. Referee says no free kick. And it's Everton that come away with the ball. This should be tidied up by Albert Mills. A couple of these Manchester United under-18s that actually sound like they could be playing in the 1930s. Albert Mills and Jim Thwaites sound like good Lancastrian boys from once upon a time. But they are the epitome of the modern footballer.
Thwaites just looking at the referee there for a free kick, but not given.
Here he is, Jim Thwaites. Tries the no-look reverse, but intercepted and brought away by Alei Wola. Back it goes to Akarakiri. It's going to be poked out of play by the former Arsenal man.
Make a good start to the game from Scanlon, again involved on that left-hand side.
The under-19s beating Zalgiris comfortably in midweek 6-0, and James Scanlon scoring again. That means he scored in both legs of that fixture. Gabe Biancheri, who's on the bench for the under-18s today, also scored off the bench for United in midweek. And they are now through. They've got a tie, a two-legged tie against AZ Alkmaar now to get themselves through to the playoffs for the Youth League proper. And I tell you what, you wouldn't put it past them, Arthur.
Well, if they keep maintaining the form that they're showing in that competition, and also on the Saturday in the domestic league, you wouldn't put it past them to keep going all the way.
Premier League Cup starting very soon as well for Manchester United. Might be next weekend, actually. Forward to Scanlon. Kokonki looks to get it square to Munro, but well read, well intercepted, and run clear by Everton.
Two fullbacks, just like auxiliary midfield players when they push up wide.
Unbelievable, the shapes that Manchester United can create here. This is Scanlon. Thwaites, Fletcher. Back to Kokonki. Thwaites head up immediately, sees the pass out to the right-hand side. Reece Munro. Ibrahimov, back to Munro. Plenty around for Manchester United, but Everton back in numbers too. Ibrahimov decides to pull Everton off the edge of the 18-yard box by playing the ball backwards. Had to try and find something that was going to break Everton down, but Alei Wola manages to intercept. Shaw. Van Shaw into midfield. Picked up by Danny Armour. Rangy centre-half Danny Armour. Done well in recent weeks. Well, they've all done well. They've only conceded 4 goals this season.
The two centre-backs use the ball very well. That's a good thing. They zip it out if they're playing it out to the full-backs who are higher up the pitch, or in this case Mantato, wide right.
Mantato, another one of those players that has had a pretty decent start. 5 goals in 7 appearances for him in the under-18s this season. His pace is what really causes problems, and his ability when he gets to the byline too, as we've already seen in this game.
And he's played different. He's played some games at full, but left full-back, and now he's playing wide right. It's great for them to play different positions and understand what's going on.
Scanlon pokes one into the penalty area. He's looking for Obi Martin, just overcooks it. It's well done from Jim Thwaites, who's clearly having his shirt pulled, and the referee can't allow that one to go. Braden Graham punished for a clear yank on the shirt. Tyler Fletcher. Reese Munro. Lovely footwork from Bendito Mantato, and he's got away as well. It's absolutely brilliant from Mantato. Gets it across towards Obi Martin. What a lovely bit of skill again, and that's got to be a foul. Referee says nothing doing.
Looked as if he had his arms wrapped round Fletcher there.
Certainly did. It's going to allow George Morgan to have a little run at the penalty area. He's being jockeyed here by Albert Mills, and that's a really lovely challenge from the Manchester United centre-half. He was watchful on the edge of the penalty area, made absolutely certain of that.
Yeah, going around, you've got to make sure you get some contact with the ball, which he did do there, conceding the corner.
Here's the corner. Underneath the post it goes, headed up in the air by Munro. Mantato's going to try and get a little head of steam up here. It's going to have trickled out of play. Yep, the referee, with the help of the assistant on this near side, gives United the throw. These under-18s are absolutely flying at the minute, but I was having a conversation last night with somebody who was saying, you know, give them an opportunity, but there's so many levels to this. They are really in the development phase of their careers. Got to be careful, got to make sure that the development opportunities that are given to this group are the right development opportunities. Yeah,
they're doing everything right, as they did last season, most of these players, and a lot of them have moved on, and you've just got to keep playing the way you are and hope you catch your eye in these games, and also in training as well, when they train with the first team, if they get the opportunity to do that during the week.
Yeah, and keep taking those opportunities to be on the bench and understand what it's like to be in the first team dressing room on a match day. Anyway, got a corner here for United, which is going to be put into the box by Thwaites. Bent in near post, headed away. Mantato, first time to Fletcher. Fletcher just waiting for a little bit of help. Finds it with Mantato. Mills, back to Fletcher. Fletcher to Munro. Patient from Manchester United. Something we've seen from them all season long, Arthur. They use the ball really well. They look after the ball really well.
Yeah, two centre-backs invariably end up with it as they're doing now. Zip it about well, using the full width of the pitch, which stretches the opposition.
Just loses out there. Thwaites. Manchester United might have a little bit of a chase on here as Danny Armour, full sprint to try and get back to Loney. Back down the line. Manchester United with numbers back, ball's out of play for a throw.
That's a good thing as well. As soon as the ball's lost, they slot back into their shape again to stop the opposition playing, which they're doing now. You look at all the red shirts behind the ball again.
We talk often, don't we, about work being done off the ball. These under-18s are a very good exponent of that. Fletcher can't quite get to the running Matos here. Malvin Matos up to the edge of the penalty area. It's a good strong run from the Everton man. United again back in numbers though, just crowd him out of it on the edge of the 18-yard box. Lovely ball through midfield to find Thwaites. Thwaites is going to try and find Scanlon. Scanlon has got 3 Everton defenders to deal with, now 4. Holds the ball up long enough for reinforcements to arrive. Thwaites. Loney trying to pressure the ball, but United moving it well. 1 and 2 touch passing.
Yeah, they're quite happy to go backwards to create an opposition. Move them around a bit.
They think that's the right thing to do as Monroe tries to run off the back of Justin Clark. There's a hint of obstruction in that, but the referee not giving it. Instead, it comes to Fletcher. Fletcher looking for Scanlon, who just can't reel that one in as it comes to him on the edge of the box. Does allow Braden Graham to scamper free. Looks for that through ball. This is dangerous for Everton. Manchester United back and defending again. On how well has Reece Monroe done there? Using that long stride to get himself away. Mantato with a lovely pass into the feet of Thwaites. And now Manchester United have got numbers. Scanlon in the penalty area. Stands up the cross. It's deflected behind for a corner.
Yeah, one end of the field to the other. Quickly as well. Everton caught up the pitch on that attack. Scanlon just going to roll the ball in there for Obi Martin. Cut out, wins another corner.
Transition football from this under-18 side is absolutely lightning quick. Can go from, you know, on the edge of your own penalty area to ball in the back of the net in about 10 seconds, as we've already seen with the opening goal today. Thwaites on delivery duties. That's a dangerous one. Obi Martin gets up highest, but the header wide of the mark.
Yeah, couldn't get any power on that. It's sort of like a standing start. He's trying to exert some power onto it, but couldn't direct it.
The size differential of Obi Martin alongside Ibrahimov there.
Yeah, he's a good height, isn't he? Good physique as well.
Strong too. Obi Martin saw that in that game against Nottingham Forest, where he picked up his 14-minute hat-trick. And he's already on the score sheet today inside 6 minutes. Held up by Morgan, goes back to Leiwola, given away though. Scanlon finds Ibrahimov, Obi Martin drags the first shot, still in possession, pokes it away to Mantato. Thwaites, Fletcher, Kokonki forward to Scanlon, finds Ibrahimov just sidesteps a tackle, switches the play to the United right-hand side, where he was expecting to find a red shirt, but didn't in the end.
Yeah, they're very good at winning the ball back. Everton getting really tested to actually play their way out. If you do that, you've got to be spot on with every pass, really, because they've got everybody behind the ball and can win possession back and turn defence into attack very quickly, as you pointed out.
Ibrahimov back to Fletcher. Fletcher comes across to Godwill Kokonki. Thwaites, arms out, he wants something in the penalty area to aim at here. Eventually he gets it, chipped in towards Obi Martin, and he's missed it wide, hands on his head. Well, it looked for all the world like it was going to tuck inside the post. It flashes wide.
He's done everything right there, other than just getting a foot on the other side of the post there. Looks as if that was just going to be goal number 2. Not far away at all.
This one pass from Jim Thwaites as well to pick out that run of Obi Martin. It's good football all round again from this under-18s group. Ibrahimov just about winning that challenge. It was his trailing foot, I think, that actually made contact with the ball. Harmer. It's good centre-half play from that partnership. Just an understanding of where the other one's going to be.
That's exactly it, the two of them there. Good understanding. The midfield players are exactly the same. That's why they can pass their way through and get the ball out to the wider players, and Obi Martin up front.
Adam Lawrence talking to Reece Monroe there. Don't know whether you heard it, but he was saying higher than the 11, higher than the 11. He wanted his fullback to be further up the field than the winger Justin Clark. Constant coaching. Scanlon. Danger again for Everton here as United pour forward. Plenty to aim at in the penalty area if he can find enough room for the cross. Comes back down the line to Kokonki. Kokonki does get the cross into the penalty area, which is scooped away.
Yeah, Ibrahimov getting himself in the box there. It looks like he's almost just going to get on the end of that.
Launched out of play onto the next door pitch. Kakonki just going to hold up for a second. We've got a little break in play while a couple of Everton players tie some bootlaces. Braden Graham. Cross it comes to Albert Mills. Mantato. It's another lovely turn from Mantato, and he finds Ibrahimov, who bursts through a couple of tackles, finds Obi Martin. Obi Martin tries to get to the byline. It's going to go out. Could be a corner. Is a corner, yeah. I think it did take a touch off a blue toe on the way through.
Yeah, Everton think it's a goal kick, but the referee saw that touch that you mentioned. Clever play again, just moving the ball.
Yeah. Just comes off the heel, doesn't it, of Van Short? Entertaining, aren't they? This group, Arthur. You never really know what's coming next.
They always look as if they're going to get a finish when they do get in that 18-yard box.
Short corner. Quickly to Fletcher. Cross it comes. Scanlon flicks it round the corner to Kakonki. Looks to get the cross in, wins a corner on the other side.
Yeah, switching again from one side of the field to the other, trying to draw this Everton defence out.
Godwill Kakonki, as we say, we saw him earlier this season, first few games playing at centre-half. He's now played consecutive games at left-back as an auxiliary midfielder. It's been entertaining. Here comes the corner. It's well claimed by Lukianchik.
Yeah, he's been quite overworked, but his use of the ball looks not bad, Lukianchik.
Reece Munro. Danny Armour just wriggles free of Kieran Loney. Good use of the ball by Will Murdoch. Munro. Still got room here, Reece Munro. Found a ball out to Ibrahimov as well. What a ball that is. And Ibrahimov, all of a sudden, is attacking the penalty area. Can he get the cross away? Does so. Takes a bit of a deflection on the way through. And it allows Everton to get it out to the edge of the penalty area. That is a free kick Everton's way.
Yeah, it looks as if he might have just got caught with his... I think Fletcher was just going in to make a block tackle there. Just as the ball's bouncing. In fact,
I tell you,
could have went the other way, really. He's stretching to toe, poke the ball away. It bounced off his own foot.
I think he's lost control of that and has launched himself in at the tackle, George Morgan. I think you're right, Arthur. I think Tyler Fletcher can feel a little hard done to there and be justified in that feeling. Armour finds Thwaites. Thwaites to Kakonki. Thwaites with a good turn and allows him to get upfield. That's a good challenge that goes in on the Manchester United midfielder. Olewola. Matos with that strong run. Again, goes down on the edge of the penalty area. Will be a free kick to Everton, right on the edge of the box.
Yeah, I think he's pulling Ibrahimov back for a little bit of a slight push just before he got into the box there. Maybe a little bit of a tug. He's trying to allow it, the ref, and then pull them back.
It's a little soft, whichever challenge is actually given by the referee. I think they're both a little on the soft side. Everton with an opportunity. Difficult from this distance to get it up and down. Has to be absolutely perfect, Arthur, if you're going to score direct from this free kick. Braden Graham steps up, hammers it into the wall. Bouncing ball. Obi Martin looks to get there, goes down, thinks he should get the free kick. The ball's back into the United penalty area, comfortably claimed by Murdoch, who, quick as a flash, bowls it out to Reece Munro. Munro just using that strength, riding the challenge, gets it out to Mantato, wins the throw in midway inside the Everton half.
Yeah, you don't realise how big and strong some of these players are. Munro great physique on him as well. There's quite a few of them look as if they're going to be 6 foot plus.
Well, Monroe and Kokonki are both absolute specimens for Manchester United, and you've seen the use of their strength. And Ibrahimov keeps that in, but gives it away. Everton on the march. 1-0 to Manchester United. Obi Martin with that goal in the 6th minute. Everton, well, they're certainly giving United a challenge as that comes off. Kokonki and out for a corner.
Yeah, dogged work there by Thwaites and Scanlon there, trying to win the ball. Kokonki giving the corner away, gives Everton a chance to bring some of their big lads up.
Referee just sorting a little bit of pushing and shoving inside the penalty area, but he has to look up at the two centre-halves that are currently battling. It's a well-worked corner routine into the penalty area. Dangerous here. It's a smart stop from Will Murdoch. Down low to his left-hand side, protecting that near post.
Yeah, Graham on that right-hand side, cutting between 2 or 3 United shots. Looks as if he's going to cross it, and I think he's trying to score with outside his foot there, the way the ball was just running in front of him.
I think you're right, Arthur. Murdoch was alive and aware to it. Here is Braden Graham again. Keeper gets just enough on that to push it away from the danger area. Clark looks to turn Fletcher. Cross comes in, easily claimed by Will Murdoch. Good defending from Manchester United.
Yeah, good shouting as well, letting his defenders know what he's doing, where he's going.
We've had this discussion before, but big fan of all black boots. Big fan. Well, Ibrahimov just keeps running. He's looking for Scanlon. Just misplaces that pass, but look at him working his socks off to try and atone for the error. Aleywola comes back out to Poland, back to Aleywola. Obi Martin reaches that, and he's found Mantato. And now Manchester United pouring forward again. Ibrahimov into the penalty area. What can he do from here? Side netting, no, just wide of the side netting. But another brilliant break from Manchester United, and I think Ibrahimov will be a little bit disappointed that he's not worked the goalkeeper from that angle.
Yeah, he's just holding his hand up there. Hit that across the keeper into the bigger part of the goal. Ball just running away from him a little bit. Maybe it just ran a little bit too far to the right.
He's just held his hand up in apology. A little bit of frustration there from Amir Ibrahimov, but United positive going forward again. When they're able to turn that ball over in midfield like this is where they become very dangerous. James Scanlon into the penalty area. Scanlon takes a little trickly shot from the edge of the penalty area that's straight at the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go further on his left there and just try to... I thought he was going to just keep going on his left foot there, but his goals are big enough for him. He's inside the box, tries to just curl up with his right and ends up hitting it straight at the keeper.
United keep so much pressure on the ball inside the opponent's half. As soon as they turn it over, there's just so many players that are attacking you, so many different angles. It becomes quite difficult to manage as a defending side. Scanlon. Obi Martin. Thwaites just dancing away from Luca Davis. Across it comes from Armour to Mills. Monroe. Ibrahimov. Mantato. Going to get to the byline here. Bendito Mantato stands it up towards the back post, but headed away. United again trying to turn that ball over.
A good ball in from Manchester there with his right foot, digging it out.
Clark. That's a difficult thing to do. That challenge is a little on the hefty side. Referee saying there's nothing wrong with it, and allows play to continue.
Yeah, trying to atone for his mistake of losing the ball. Won it cleanly.
Danny Armour takes over. Mills. Just waiting for the shape to get back to what it needs to be before they start rebuilding again, Manchester United. Conky comes back to Thwaites. Thwaites back to the centre halves.
Yeah, good ball out again to Mantato. Fizzed out to him.
Yeah, and he's still going. Lovely run from Bendito Mantato. Now needs the final ball. As a go, loops away. Takes a big deflection, doesn't it? Thwaites picks up the second ball, finds Scanlon. Scanlon to Ibrahimov. Ibrahimov with a neat turn on the edge of the box, just shrugs off the marker. Going to get another opportunity here. Goes down on the edge of the box, but it's well won by Akarakiri. Given away though again, and the pressure just increases on this Everton goal as United have numbers forward again. Fletcher. Back to Thwaites.
Yeah, he's done well about winning the ball back, Fletcher, and start off another attack.
Patient again around the penalty area, Manchester United. They're not going to be rushed. They're going to try and find the right pass. Kukonki back out to Thwaites. Ibrahimov hugging the touchline left-hand side. Back down the line to Thwaites, and now Fletcher. It's good pressure from Everton to force United backwards, but even United's two centre-halves at the moment inside the Everton half. And they found a lovely pass to Kukonki. Kukonki is just going to keep running here. It opened up for him. He wanted to take another couple of strides. Eventually the tackle comes in and Everton can sail the ball clear. Fletcher just losing out to the very quick Melvin Matos. Justin Clark. Clark comes up against Reece Munro. Then the cross to the back post is just too deep, and United have got numbers back. Karakiri infield to Leiwola. Poland. That's a good ball into the penalty area and a big shout and well claimed from Will Murdoch.
Yeah, again, just what you like to hear as a defender running back there. Armour hears a shout. He's coming, the goalkeeper, and that's exactly what you want to hear as a defender.
Munro. Everton just making life a little tricky. They've defended pretty well, haven't they, Arthur? Given that United have been dominant throughout this half.
That was the best piece of play, really. Going down the left, deep cross, thought it was going out of play. They'd never give up on it and started again. Probably the best bit of passing for the whole game.
Armour. Scanlon. Just tries a cute pass infield, doesn't he? James Scanlon doesn't come off for him. Obi Martin wins that back, goes down under a couple of challenges and wins the free kick.
Yeah, quite happy to get his foot in as well, which is good to see. Trying to win the ball back. Referee right on top of that again, got impeded there.
It's more of a won free kick than an awarded one, I think, having looked back at it. But we saw a soft one given at the other end of the field. I think it's probably only fair that we even things up, Arthur.
Thwaite's having a look at this one, very similar position where he scored the other week.
Thwaites, he's going to have another go from almost exactly the same position.
Good ball in then again from Monroe there. Opposite fullback, Kukonki on the other side there. Disappointed that he didn't get that on target.
Certainly knocked at the door all the way through this opening half, Arthur, haven't they, Manchester United?
No, they've done everything right again, Liam. They've just not obviously added to the score sheet from that early goal they got. If they keep playing like this, they will add to it.
It's a lovely bit of skill from Clark to wriggle himself free, but the covering tackle is excellent from Danny Armour, who's actually playing at left centre-back. He's come all the way across there to the right-back position to help out Reece Monroe. Lewis Poland told he can't take any more yardage down that left-hand side. Luke Tedder, Monroe, Ibrahimov, Fletcher, Thwaites, Ibrahimov, and Tato. Ibrahimov just keeps chasing the ball, so much energy from him, and it's turned the ball over to Manchester United again. Obi Martin needs to try and find a yard of space, does so, hammers a shot in, chance for Scanlon, somehow it hits the goalkeeper, must take a deflection on the way through, and Lukianchik just gets very fortunate that it's right into the breadbasket.
Yeah, Obi Martin does well there. Keeper makes a good save, and when it drops to Scanlon, where he is in centre of the goals, if he mishits that, he probably scores. He's hit that straight back at Lukianchik.
I think that's come off Luca Davis. I think there's been a deflection that's carried it straight at the goalkeeper.
Took a bit of pace off it, yeah.
Yeah. Might be wrong. That's another for Manchester United that could easily have led to a goal. Again, that counter-attack, that transition football from Adam Lawrence's side, causing Everton all sorts of problems. Fletcher. Across it comes to Armour. Really well done from United, and that's into the feet of Obi Martin again, and he takes a couple of touches, finds some space, gets the shot away, but too close to the goalkeeper. Well, if you can find Obi Martin in stride, as has been proven a couple of times already, difficult to stop him. Meanwhile, Everton coming the other way with Braden Graham. That's a lovely tackle from Kukonki, just extends a left leg like Inspector Gadget, and away it goes. Ibrahimov. Obi Martin. Well, that is inches away from making it through to Mantato, and that's a brilliant interception from the centre-half, Mills. Nosebleed territory for a centre-half, but he finds a pass to Obi Martin, who tries to bend one in at the back post. It's going to go out for a corner.
Yeah, took a deflection there. Good play again from United, and good play again from the centre-backs, pushing up with the play. Mills are finding Obi Martin. Good challenge going in, comes off the sole of his boot, the skipper, Van Schuur.
Well, Thwaites is going over to take this one. Scanlon leaves it for him in the quadrant. Scanlon is the short option. Mantato looks to get the left-footed cross away. Cleared by Everton. Need an extra body back here, Manchester United. Players busting a gut to get there. Leiwola gets to the byline, puts it behind, and do you know what? The effort from those United players to get back and make sure that it was just as difficult as possible for Malik Leiwola. Unbelievable, really, Arthur.
Got red shirts chasing, breathing down his neck there, and I think they just put him off a little bit. He lost his footing in the end and hit it off his own foot to give the ball back to United.
We're hearing that there's going to be just a minute added on at the end of the first half. Mantato. Scanlon. We might have only had one goal in this first 45 minutes, but it doesn't really tell the story of quite how dominant United have been for basically 45 of the 45, Arthur.
They've certainly had a lot of chances. The keeper's pulled off some saves, but the use of the ball's been excellent again, Liam. Using the full width of the pitch, drawing the opposition out.
Lovely screen from Scanlon, finds Obi Martin, comes back to Scanlon in the penalty area, going to drive to the byline. Referee says offside against Manchester United left winger. Or maybe it was Ibrahimov that was tripped the offside trap. High fives all round though, because it was another positive move.
Yeah, keep it going like this in the second half, hopefully, and I'm sure they'll get some scores, or adding to the scores rather. Been unlucky not to actually get more than one goal, but the good thing is that they're still creating chances, and you've got to get in there to score.
It could easily have been 3 or 4 for Manchester United in this first half, but for some fortunate deflections and some last-ditch defending. Half-time whistle goes and Manchester United will head in at the break, leading by a goal to nil. Chido Obi Martin latching onto the end of a wonderful free-flowing counter-attacking move from Manchester United. Scanlon sliding it into the stride of the Dane, and he just first time finishes past Lukancic. And Manchester United have been dominant for 45 minutes at Carrington, and they only have a single goal to show for it, but it doesn't matter. At the break, they lead by 1 goal to nil. Well, it's going to be Kieran Loney to get us underway in this second half. And Everton, trailing by a goal to nil, do get us started at Carrington in the second period. And immediately, they go for a long ball forward, which is met by a rapidly advancing George Morgan, but his header safely into the hands of Will Murdoch. No changes for either side at the beginning of this second half. When I get an opportunity, I shall run you through the two teams again. In fact, while they're building up from the back now, let's give you United. Murdoch in goal, back four, Kokonki, Armour, Mills and Munro. Crossfield ball is intercepted. Fletcher and Thwaites holding midfield, then that front four. Scanlon left, Mantato right, Ibrahimov behind Obi Martin. Sliding challenge sends the ball back to Murdoch. Murdoch wants an early ball upfield. Manchester United trying to keep some pressure on the ball, and Obi Martin charging towards the goalkeeper. Scanlon knows he's got to get back out to this Manchester United left-hand side to try and get some pressure on the ball. Does pretty well, and United do turn it over. This is Kokonki. Finds Thwaites. Thwaites finds Scanlon. Scanlon goes down under the challenge of Akarakiri, but he's won the ball and gets it clear too. Going to be a United throw-in.
Yeah, I thought it just drifted out. Can start again and go out the other side.
Munro. Oof. Yeah, that's a immediate free kick, yeah. I'm going to see a yellow card handed out here. I think it's just a final warning from the referee to Lewis Poland.
Yeah, heavy challenge on Mantato there.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Scanlon. Neat touch from the full Gibraltar international. Pass was a little high, even for the towering Obi Martin. That's good physicality from Albert Mills. Uses body contact to make the initial connection and then clears it away.
Yeah, not allowing his opponent to tumble the ball there, right behind him.
Ibrahimov lays this off to Fletcher. Fletcher goes back to Mills. Manchester United will be really pleased with the way that they played in that opening 45 minutes. Only slight disappointment they didn't put more than one away. So now have to stay concentrated because Everton do pose a threat. beat Derby County last time out in the under-18s Premier League North. And Derby a team flying high in the table at the moment. Scanlon looks to measure that ball to Thwaites. Thwaites is just going to allow that to run out of play for the corner.
Yeah, it's always a tough game against opponents just from down the East Lancs. Everton, Liverpool are almost like derby games when you play them.
Thwaites clearing his studs to get the appropriate purchase for the right-footed cross. Oh, it's a great header. It's just come off the post, I think. I think it's deflected off the post. Obi Martin rising highest, and his glancing header is cleared away by Everton.
Yeah, another good in-swinging corner. Just need any sort of touch, which he got. Unfortunate off the post.
Thwaites. Mantato. Fletcher. Yeah, that's well done from Aleiwola. Now Morgan herring downfield, finds Graham. Braden Graham's effort is dragged and maybe just takes a touch too off Danny Armour, which gives it straight to Will Murdoch.
Yeah, Graham's ball into the box. He's hoping for some blue shirts, his teammates to be on the end of it, but Murdoch pounced on that very well. Sets United off again on that right-hand side.
Ibrahimov finds Munro. Munro's going to give this back to Ibrahimov. Dangerous position again for Manchester United. Ibrahimov just trying to find a little bit of room. In the end finds Mantato. Gives it back to Ibrahimov. Down the right again. Mantato. 4 blue shirts in front of him. Discretion, the better part of valour on that occasion. Armour does well, finds Scanlon, gets a round of applause from Adam Lawrence. Fletcher and Thwaites. Fletcher decides to go the opposite direction. Munro. Ball out wide to that right-hand side. Ibrahimov. Mantato looks to get the cross away. It's actually come off a blue toe. Should be a corner. It is a corner, far side.
Yeah, good positive play again from Mantato there, trying to get to the dead ball line. Wins a corner. All the other older players there.
Yeah, San Murray hiding on the left-hand side. That's Tyler Fredrickson, I think, hiding at the back there. Ruben Curley, right-hand side of your picture with Finlay McAllister right at the back.
Yeah, good to see, because all these lads went through exactly the same as the present United team last season before. Soon grow up and get too big, don't they?
Don't they just? And they're obviously still part of the academy. Stepped up to the 21s and the under-19s as the corner is delivered. Dangerous one towards the back post. Pops out to Scanlon, who tries to measure one goalwards. What a stop! Oh, that's a great strike from James Scanlon on the edge of the penalty area, and met by a really good save from Luke Janchik. Unbelievable stop in the end. And Everton are going to be able to clear that away. But great football all round, Arthur.
He's done everything right there, Scanlon, curling that with his right foot. Lukanchik there just got a strong hand to that. Just going to creep under the crossbar.
Douglas Lukanchik has been garnering attention from a lot of teams, but you can see why with a stop like that. Spots it at a good way out. A diving stop to pour it away. Another opportunity for Manchester United. And the scoreline remains 1-0. Mantato. Up against Clark here. Gives him the old stop go and finds Ibrahimov. It's a strong challenge again. Ibrahimov back on his feet. He's going to try and slow down Aleiwola. Intercepted by Manchester United. Kokonki. Scanlon. Kokonki busting a gut to get forward here. It's a lovely little decoy run. It's found Obi Martin. He's going to get it out wide to the right-hand side. That is a clumsy challenge from Aleiwola.
Yeah, when the ball had gone there, really.
Well, I'm not an advocate for calling for yellow cards, but dearie me, that is a brilliant stop from Lukianchik.
Yes, strong right hand to that, actually, punching it away from the danger area, but a great connection again from Scanlon, which we've seen him do many a time with that right foot when he cuts inside.
I can't imagine Aleyuola's going to get too many more of those tackles. He's scythed down Obi Martin. Here's a Manchester United free kick. Referee telling everybody that they have to wait for the whistle. And Jim Thwaites will be having a look at this. Dead centre. His kind of range. Can go right or left here. Thwaites. We've already seen him score an absolute screamer from this kind of range this season. Whistle goes. Thwaites steps up. Bends it. Goal was all. What a finish. It's another perler from the boots of Jim Thwaites. He's fast becoming a free kick specialist. That's brilliant. 2-0.
Fantastic effort there. I thought, looking at it, you thought the wall was too far away. I'm not sure, but anyway, it doesn't matter where the wall is. That's a great foot, wrapping his right foot round that, curling into that top corner. No more than United have deserved.
Yeah, that's excellent again from Jim Thwaites. Going to be putting highlight reels together of just his free kicks this season at this rate, Arthur.
It's not a bad habit to have, getting balls up and down and over the wall.
There has been a yellow card given out here for Obi Martin, I think, in the background.
Maybe complaining about the free kick, I think, when it initially came in, the tackle.
He bounced up pretty quick, Obi Martin, but maybe just had a one word too many. Ben Ibsen, reporter on the ground, suggests it may also be for kicking the ball away. So we'll just have to wait and see. Either way, he has gone in the book. Cheeto Obi Martin, confirmation on your screen. It's a solid clearance from Albert Mills. I say this quite often, but one of David May's favourite phrases is you can't score from Rosette. Good footwork from Thwaites. He's found a lovely pass as well out towards that right-hand side. Ibrahimov trying to get there. Needed a last-ditch tackle from Joshua Van Short. And it gets one. Obi Martin brings it under control brilliantly. Gets the ball and pulls it back. Real chance here for Kokonki. Oh, what a save again. What a stop again from Douglas Lukianchik. Somehow manages to get there and keep it out.
Yeah, Obi Martin does ever so well, getting to the dead ball line, cutting it back. His red shots in the box. Kukonke does everything right with the shot, but the keeper's up to it again.
How quickly does Lukianchik get across the goal there? Didn't look like he had any right to get there at all, and he just comes absolutely flying. Scanlon. Obi Martin gives it back out to the left-hand side. Kokonki's going to get the cross away. Finds Scanlon. Quickly closed down. Kokonki. Back to Thwaites. Fletcher. Fletcher gets it back from Kokonki. Godwill Kokonki would very much have liked to make it 2 goals for the season, I'm sure. Mills just can't quite find Obi Martin, who is chasing back hard here. Ibrahimov back and defending too. Everton forced backwards by Manchester United's midfield. That's a good ball to Braden Graham. Graham up against Kokonki. It's a good cross too. Is dealt with well by Danny Armour, and the offside flag is up.
Yeah, didn't panic. Knew the flag had went up and brought the ball down. chance for them to build up again. Queuing up to get the ball off Mansato there. The refs give the free kick Everton's way.
Well, I think just a little bit of needle in there. Not necessarily a bad thing. Poor free kick is given straight back to United. Everton will be feeling a little bit like they've been sucker punched, but to be honest, United's dominance over the course of the hour we've been playing has been more than enough for United's 2-goal lead.
Yeah, you'd have thought it'd come more in the first half, but a fantastic hit there to put United 2-0 up. No more than they deserve, really.
Work so hard, don't they? This under-18s team. Thwaite sliding in, helped out by Scanlon. Just don't want to give an inch.
Yeah, not allowing Everton to build up any attack, can't get out. And the guys at the back looking at that saves them doing a job out if Everton do get it forward.
Coaching again from Adam Lawrence inside the technical area. Wants his centre-half to calculate the numbers that are in front of him. He wants him to make a decision based on what he sees rather than just the easiest pass. Ibrahimov back to Mills.
Yeah, Fletcher and Ibrahimov sort of dictating the play there.
Ibrahimov in space again. Can't thread the pass through. Monroe retreating. Long stride. Reece Monroe.
Yeah, a solid player like Kukonki on the left-hand side. Two of them getting involved at any time to help the wide players.
They've both done very well too today. I know that we often talk about league tables and results not mattering as much at this level because it's essentially all about development. It's about making good footballers and good human beings. But you know, when you're undefeated at the top of the table, you can't help but look at that if you're a player, can you, Arthur?
No, and this is what they aspire to do every season. They go through all the training all week, and then when you get out on a match day, you try to show what you're worth, and they've done exactly that since the beginning of the season. A little bit of arguing there with Obi Martin and
Luca Davis, I think.
Davis, the centre back, his marker. Yeah.
It all felt a little unnecessary. We'll have a look back at that in a second. Alayi-Wola has won the ball high up the field though, and Everton are in the penalty area. That's a real opportunity for Loney, who gets his shot away. It's cleared off the line, or off the edge of the 6-yard box by United. And then a absolutely wayward attempt from Clark.
Well, it's not often Everton have been up there in United's defensive area, but certainly just put his boot through that one. Thankfully for us and thankfully for Murdoch, it goes flying over the crossbar.
Yeah, just having a little look back at that situation, we are going to have a change here for Manchester United. It's going to be James Scanlon who makes way. Gets himself another assist today, James Scanlon, but can't get himself on the score sheet. Samuel Lascelles going to come on and replace him. Important to remember that Scanlon has had a fair bit of football over recent weeks, so a lot of this is going to be managing minutes and giving players opportunities.
I'm sure he'll be disappointed he's had to come off because he was doing very well, but like you say, possible games coming up in other competitions as well.
Opportunity here for Monroe to get one in towards the back post while the sail was lurking. Has been cleared away. Kakonki trying to get there. Slide tackle comes in and out of play it goes.
Thought the ball went out for a corner United's favour, but the ref doesn't agree.
And the assistant's on that far side as well. Makes it difficult to spot sometimes. Well, that's a good run from Mantato. Does he have his heels clipped? Not according to the referee or the assistant out on that far side. Back on his feet he gets and charges back to try and win possession back for Manchester United. Eventually the foul is given for the tackle by Mantato, not by the one for Reece Monroe. I think the referee indicating that it was for the prior challenge.
Yeah, to be fair to the ref, he's dealt with everything quite well, not being really involved too much, which is good to see. You let the game flow.
Helped on down the line, sent back upfield by Mills. Frustration in the centre of the park, and it's allowed Braden Graham into the penalty area. It's just calm defending from United, just force him wide, and as he does so has to recycle possession. Out it goes to Clark, and that's a good tackle from Ibrahimov, who gets a dead leg for his troubles.
Really good tackle, going to the ground, getting the ball out for a throw-in.
I think he's cross with himself for misplacing the pass in midfield that led to that happening in the first place. I think that's why he's got a little bit of a sullen face as the camera pans to him.
No, we'll let him off with that. He's allowed to give the ball away once, twice.
I enjoy the attitude where you are frustrated with yourself when you do it, though. That's the positive for me.
Yeah, made up with that challenge as well, getting back.
Which he does time and time again, actually. Amir Ibrahimov, he's really hard working. Likes to atone for any errors. Another entertaining game of football on a Saturday morning, though, Arthur. We've been treated in recent weeks by this Manchester United under-18 side, haven't we?
Oh, it's without a doubt. Just took a long time to get the second goal, but they got there in the end, and it was a fantastic free kick to do it.
Leiwola finds Graham. Graham going to try and send this down the right-hand side. First foray forward we've seen from Akarakiri. He's got a decent crossing too, but Will Murdoch claims athletically.
Yeah, well, up to it again. Decent ball in, but no blue shirts there.
Demi Akarakiri, also formerly at Arsenal, but now with Everton. I think it's well publicised that Obi Martin also spent a bit of time with the Gunners. So good ball out to LaSalle. Back it comes to Thwaites. Manchester United do have more options on the bench if they do want to roll the dice any further, including energetic midfielder in Jacob Devaney and James Bailey, the attacking midfielder. Gabe Biancheri also on the bench, and Biancheri, as we know, has been in red hot form. 8 goals for the under-18s in the 5 appearances that he's made. LaSalle, oh, that's a lovely bit of skill into the area, pulls it back too close to the defender, and it's not behind for the corner.
Done everything right, LaSalle there, getting to the dead ball line, just trying to pick a red shirt out at the near post.
Samuel LaSalle making his 4th appearance for the under-18s this season. Has already created one, has 1 assist to his name. Just won his side a corner. Option for a short one to Bendito Mantato if required. Hammered into the box, dangerous ball in swinging delivery, falls to LaSalle. Good challenge, offside against Manchester United's midfielder Jim Thwaites.
He done well to get a block in that, not allowing Everton to get out again.
free kick given by the referee. Been a couple of soft ones given. I'm not sure where that one lay on the spectrum of that. Lovely bit of work from Akarakiri. But there's no way that's getting given as a penalty in a million years. Two players wrestling for the ball towards the byline. I think he's just got a heavy touch on it, Arthur.
I can carry getting to the dead ball line. It's a challenge coming in from Armour. He done well to stay on his feet. He didn't go to the ground. They've got every right to claim for anything, I think, though, anyway.
Certainly in the penalty area when you're trailing by 2-0.
Yeah, linesman was right there anyway.
I think if you start taking those shoulder-to-shoulder wrestling matches out of football, you're on a hiding to nothing, really. Danny Armour. Lovely ball out to the left-hand side again, and Kokonki is going to start a little run forward. Well, almost makes it through to Samuel Lassalle. Kokonki steps in, or just loses his footing. Graham. Kieran Loney trying to get himself back into the penalty area after starting that move off. That's a free kick as well. Yeah, the referee gives that one. Quite clearly a tackle from behind that doesn't win the ball from Demi Akarakiri.
Yeah, Lassalle done well tracking back in there and getting his body in the way there, protecting the ball.
Yeah.
Then gets his leg clipped.
Hard to argue that one. Good work from Manchester United again down the right-hand side with Reece Munro. Munro, is he going to be able to keep that in? Can't do so. It just trickles past him. I think he's started to retreat, actually, Reece Munro, and then the ball comes back into him and trying to shift his weight from one direction to the other, a little bit tricky.
Yeah, that's the sort of balls that you want to get to the dead ball line, but he just, as you say, changes direction of running there. Just that half yard behind it.
I think there's another Manchester United substitution coming here. In fact, there's a pair of them. So Obi Martin is going to make way, and he's going to be replaced by Biancheri. And the second change for Manchester United will see Tyler Fletcher make way to be replaced by Jacob Devaney. And if you've not seen any of Jacob Devaney, maybe you're new to MUTV, didn't see any of the under-18s last season. Physical, hard-tackling, hard-running ball of energy that is Jacob Devaney, who played so many games for the under-18s in that excellent season they had last year, where they won the under-18s Premier League North and the Premier League Cup, and the playoff between the Premier League North and Premier League South. They had a really good season.
Yeah, gets his foot in, doesn't he? Middle of the park, does everything right from a midfield player.
Endless running from him as well. And as for Gabe Biancheri, the only way I can describe the Welshman is that he has an uncanny ability of being in exactly the right place at exactly the right time in the penalty area. The number of times we've seen him come off the bench and just nick one inside 2 or 3 minutes of being on the field, Arthur, it's uncanny.
Yeah, it's a good habit to have as a striker. He's in the right position at the right time all the time, always sort of preying on the defenders to make a mistake.
Right place, right time again for Biancheri, but loses out on that occasion. Well intercepted by Reece Munro. Devaney can't get there. Comes into Morgan, and then Clark's going to have a go. Just drags his shot wide. In fact, there might just be the hand of the goalkeeper that's pushed that wide of the mark, and if so, then Will Murdoch's done very well indeed.
Yeah, just fired that ball across him there. Always a sign from a good goalkeeper that when you've not had much to do for sort of 5-10 minutes, and then suddenly you've got to spring into action.
18 minutes to play. United lead 2-0. Everton with the corner. Good delivery from Graham. Header comes in too. very nearly an opportunity for Clark, who, as he lands, goes down.
He's done well with getting up the back post.
Yeah,
He's got up above armour there. Maybe pull something as he's done that as well.
He's just gone down straight away. I wondered whether it might be a bit of cramp. Yeah, maybe, by the looks of things. Yeah, that's they can be sore, especially on a cold day at Carrington. Justin Clark suffering with the old rising damp, Arthur.
Yeah. I'd love to get that now myself.
What, somebody to come and stretch the old legs out?
A bit of cramp, because it shows you've been running around.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm dreading that setting in this afternoon. Incline hill sprints this morning. Not fun. Not fun. You're telling me you used to do those at the cliff up the bank towards the old gym?
Yeah, we did do. Yeah, when you described that to me, it's like pre-season was coming back to me. I was turning out in a cold sweat there.
Yeah. Mine were done in a gym, in the warm, on a treadmill, not at a freezing cold cliff where it's rain coming in sideways. 15 minutes to play, plus any stoppages. United leading by 2-0. The goals coming from Obi Martin and a brilliant free kick from Thwaites, who managed to get one to nestle in the top right-hand corner from the edge of the D. United have made a couple of changes, but still look positive coming forward. Infield now. Biancheri. Back out it goes to the right-hand side of Munro. Gets the cross away. Chance it for LaSalle. Can't turn it home. Well, it was flashed across goal. It's a great cross from Reece Munro. LaSalle has gambled. He's tried to get there and somehow hasn't managed to convert it.
Yeah, Munro just has a look to see where all the red shots are in the 6-yard box, and LaSalle, I think, was a little bit awkward for him. He didn't know whether to maybe chest it, head it, or go with his right leg, which he eventually did. Just flashes across in front of him. Very unlucky.
Got a Everton substitution happening, which is why we've got the break in play. So Kieran Loney is going to leave the field. So too Amir Ibrahimov. So Ray Robert on to replace Kieran Loney, and in terms of the Manchester United substitution, Amir Ibrahimov, who has had a really good game, really solid game, is going to make way, and he will be replaced by James Bailey, who's onto the field and has been deployed as a substitute last couple of Manchester United games, brings some real energy onto the pitch. The difference today is that it looks like Bailey will go into his more natural position, which is that attacking midfield position, rather than out wide where we've seen him in previous weeks, Arthur.
Yeah, he does well getting his foot in there in the middle of the park.
Confirmation of those substitutions on your screen now, and we've got 15 minutes to go, and United will want to extend this lead, I'm sure of it. Back it comes to Danny Armour from Albert Mills. Devaney falls over Justin Clark. Pops back to his feet. Swings the ball across to Kukonki. Devaney again. To the feet of Jim Thwaites. Thwaites to Devaney. Kukonki forward to LaSalle. Bailey. Kukonki finds Bailey. Bailey to Devaney. Intricate football this, with so many Everton players back behind the ball. Bailey again. Head up, looking for a route forward. Can't find one. That's a good ball from Armour. LaSalle, Kukonki, Devaney. Thwaites tries to bring that under control, but just jags up in the air off his boot. Robert. Well won back by United. So good at playing out from the back, aren't they? Beating that press. And they find a good pass out to the right-hand side too. Maybe a chance developing here. Biancheri wants that ball into his path. Instead it comes through to Mantato. Mantato looking to get the cross away. Smashes it across goal. Nobody gets a touch. Well, it flashes across the 6-yard box again. Biancheri is breaking his neck to try and get in at the back post, just too far ahead of him. Yeah,
you put money on Biancheri getting on the end of that. Pointed where he wants it. It's just a shoelace from getting a touch on that.
Arthur's absolutely right. That is a shoelace away. Foul on the edge of the 18-yard box. That's a blessing for Everton because United had won the ball back. Can often find that substitutions in these games can sort of ruin the rhythm a little bit, but hasn't been any sign of that today for Manchester United.
No, they've just slotted in. Everybody knows their position. Everybody wants to come on and show that they deserve a chance to play from the start.
Laseo going to get this through to Bailey. Bailey springs back to his feet, wants to try and win this back for the Reds. Devaney steps in and uses that physicality that we spoke about when he came on to just get across his man.
Yeah, use his body well. Get your body in between the ball and your opponent.
Kakonki finds Devaney. Devaney keeps possession. Lasale takes over. Goes down under the challenge. I'm not sure. Was he anywhere near the ball? A Karakiri there? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Bailey. Thwaites back to Bailey, who does go down under a swinging leg, but the referee says there's been no contact, so there is no free kick, and it allows Clark to go the other way. Morgan into the penalty area, gets his shot away. Well, a goal there would have set up a nervy final 10 for Manchester United, but the goalkeeper again well up to the task. Will Murdoch.
Yeah, Murdoch positioned well, makes it look easy in the end, but because his position is right, that's what makes it look easy.
Lasale. Kakonki forward to Devaney. It's a lovely ball out to the left-hand side to find Lasale. Just loses out on the edge of the 18-yard box.
Oh, he's
really
done well.
Good defending.
Yeah, he's done well, Armour. Good talking by him and Mills there. Just helped the ball backwards.
Communication is excellent from this unit. How many times have we spoken about the goalkeeper putting a good shout on it, or the two centre-halves talking to each other, or, you know, Scanlon and Obi Martin having that conversation just before we got underway in the second half. It's one of the core values of this under-18 side, really.
Oh, especially at the back as well, with the goalkeeper centre-backs. I was going to say full-backs as well, but the full-backs are like midfield players now.
Extra wingers at the moment, these full-backs. Devaney switches the play. Mantato wriggles free of the challenge. Hint of a free kick in that one as well, but United keep the ball. Save the referee from having to make a decision. Kakonki to Biancheri. Biancheri into the penalty area. Should win his side a corner, and does.
Yeah, wants to get an 18-yard box, then say to defenders, can you win the ball? Ask questions of them. Wins his side the corner.
Short corner. Thwaites finds Devaney. Cross it comes to Bailey. Mills finds Reese Munro, and the captain just wrestling for that one. Thinks about the quick throw in. Gives the Everton fullback the fright of their lives.
Yeah, keep them on their toes.
All sorts going on in the Under-18s Premier League today. Keep an eye on some of those scores. There's also a game in the Premier League Cup today for the Under-21s. Brentford leading Bournemouth by 2-0 in that one. Change here as Kian Wren comes onto the field. George Morgan has run very hard over the course of that game. Hasn't had an awful lot of luck, really. But his race is run. Kian Wren's going to take over for the final 7 or 8 minutes. Here comes LaSalle. Devaney. Munro. Mantato. Throw-in's going to be United's. Just a little bit of a loose touch from Bendito Mantato as he tried to spin away from the tackle.
Yeah, that allowed the challenge from the fullback Paul to come in.
LaSalle. Turn from Biancheri, chop back from Biancheri, then he's caught on the edge of the penalty area. It makes absolutely certain that he gets that free kick, which was, I think, always coming.
Yeah, 2 or 3 blue shirts in close proximity to him.
I mean, it's definitely caught him. Interestingly for Manchester United, Manchester City currently second in the Under-18s Premier League North. It's 3 apiece between them and Derby County, who are in 3rd position in the Under-18s Premier League North. That game kicking off at midday. Well, Thwaites has got another opportunity, and he's dangerous from this kind of angle as well. Here comes Thwaites, bends it towards goal, just too close to Lukiancic.
Yeah, just try to bend that in that far corner, ends up coming into the goalkeeper's midriff. Done well, LaSalle there.
Yeah, strong. Devaney stabs it out to that side as well to retain possession. Must be demoralising. You're constantly chasing the ball, aren't you? Manchester United move it so well.
It's easier to run when you've got the ball. It's more difficult when you try to get back possession of it.
Done well there, Everton, but Danny Armour just calmly steps out from the back. No panic in there, was there at all, from United centre-half. Sale just wants to nick that past Akarakiri. Can't do so on that occasion. I think there was a stat in the Europa League game in midweek that Lisandro Martinez, up until the beginning of this game week, had been the player that had progressed the ball furthest with ball carries. So 500 odd metres he progressed the ball upfield carrying the ball. And it just goes to show how important your centre halves are in the modern game, the way that football is played now. And it's been proved again today, really, by these 2 Manchester United centre-halves, Arthur, who have had absolutely brilliant games, the pair of them.
Well, the midfield players and the full-backs who are like midfield players will tell you that if you get the ball zipped out to you, it sends you on your way with it quickly. And you send a message when you send the ball if you get some information as well. But Martinez is... I like the way at the back where he actually zips the ball across. I know he's played full-back on a couple of occasions, but he zips the ball like Vidic used to do. He fires it out to people and it makes their mind up to go with it.
Certainly on that left-hand side for United, it's been Marcus or Alejandro that's done that. Malik Aleiwola is on his way off the field. He's done all right, Aleiwola. Going to be replaced here. Probably the final substitution you would have thought of the game. Can't see too many more coming. Interestingly, there isn't a number 18 listed on the team sheets for today, so I can't tell you who it is that's come on the field.
Invisible man.
Yeah, I've just gone back to check the team sheet to check that I haven't actually made a mistake, but there is no Everton number 18 on the team sheet. Out of play for a Manchester United throw over on that far side.
And Bailey just upended there.
Going to wait for this throw-in to be taken by... free kick to be taken by Reece Monroe. Bailey. Gives the back heel to Monroe. Slightly wide of where it needed to be. Bailey's on the charge here. Pulls it back. Mantato. Mantato's effort is blocked bravely by Van Shaw. Comes through to Lassalle. Lassalle trying to find some space. And again, it's blocked. Thwaites, alert to the danger that was coming from behind him, manages to get the ball back to Albert Mills and Danny Armour. Three minutes added at the end of this game.
Still probing to get that third goal, even though it's the last minutes of the match.
It is Fred Murdoch who has come onto the field for Everton. Thank you very much to Ben Ibsen, doing some detective work. So confirmation now. Alayi leaves the field and Murdoch onto the field. Lovely work from Mantato. Oh, dearie me. That's an unpleasant looking challenge again, and not for the first time from Lewis Poland in this game. He dives in, gets absolutely nowhere near the ball off it.
That was, the referee's actually pulling the card out, because I think that was one that you've got to really learn your lesson there. A bit frustrated. Yeah, you get that at the end of the game when you've been chasing about all the match. He's a hard customer to keep the tag with as well.
Yeah, I agree. Delivery from Thwaites towards Biancheri at the near post. It's Bailey that's going to latch onto the second ball. Mantato does find a nice pass to Thwaites, and Thwaites thinks about a first-time delivery. Drives towards the byline. Bailey. Cross to Kokonki, moved on to Lassalle. Well, Manchester United heading towards another win, 3 more points and another clean sheet. Across it comes. Maybe one more opportunity here. The ball is cleared away. Thwaites was trying to stand that up. Monroe takes over. Keeps the 100% record going. Devaney into the penalty area, gets the cross in, comes out to Monroe, dives to get there, goes down under the challenge, comes out to Mantato. It's 3. Manchester United, 3 points, 3 goals, clean sheet, job done, 100% record at the top of the league.
Yeah, I was just going to say there's too many blue shirts in front of them. They're very protective of the keeper. But with that drop to Mantato on his left foot, sorry, opens up the goals, fires it past Lukanchik.
Good finish.
Great finish.
Arrives late into the penalty area. I would imagine we've just about got enough time for the game to kick back off again, but not a million miles more than that. Obi Martin opening the scoring after 6 or 7 minutes. We've had to wait until the 54th minute for United to get the second. A beautiful free kick from Jim Thwaites. And then Mantato just making it 3-0. 3 more points. 100% record. 9 wins out of 9 for Manchester United at the top of the Under-18s Premier League North.
He caught that cleanly.
Certainly did.
He's been a threat the whole game. That's why you see the fullback Poland just getting a little bit of frustration coming out, really, a couple of minutes before when he got a yellow card.
Biancheri's not going to give up just yet, because if there's even the tiniest of chances he can get himself on the score sheet, that's his modus operandi, it's his MO, it's what he's about. Given away by Everton, and that will pretty much be the end of it, I think. Might see another 20 or 30 seconds. It's a clear foul on James Bailey. Bailey's going to keep running. Through it goes. Biancheri was lurking, wasn't he? And as I say, any opportunity for Biancheri to get himself on the score sheet, he's going to try and take.
Yeah, he'll make runs all day long, and he's done well since he's come on the pitch.
Corner then for Manchester United. Opportunity for a fourth. And again, I don't think that would be unrepresentative of what we've seen from the under-18s today. I think 3-0, 4-0 is probably about right for the performance, Arthur.
Yeah, they've done exactly what we've watched in the last few weeks when they've been playing.
Here's the delivery from Mantato. Almost flicked on at the near post, wasn't it? Comes back out to Lassalle. Clip back in towards goal. Going to be a looping header off his own defender back into the hands of Lukiancic. We've played a minute and a half over the 3 added on. Referee still allowing this game to continue. Final whistle does go though, and Manchester United add another 3 points to the top of the table.